From the borough of Queens, we're at the home of the Mets, Citi Field. We've got an NL East contest tonight between Steven Matz, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this team has definitely been struggling recently, and then you get a look up right now, and you're going to face the ace. Somebody has to step up for this team. I'll tell you what, if they're able to score a few early runs off him and put him on the defensive, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team. I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
And he lays off ball 4. That's exactly what you want your leadoff man to do. Work the count and get on base.
The first baseman, Garrett.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Brinson rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's going to make it there, barely, as he's into second base with a double.
I'm sure that first run comes as a relief more than anything. They could only muster 1 run the entire previous game, so to notch that run early takes the pressure off a little bit. And with a man standing at second, they're hoping that's just the beginning.
Into the box, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He'll come into play here at 319, 15 long balls and 47 RBIs. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2. Slider, ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Ball 3 as the sinker misses just off the black that time. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit by pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
He's set. Here it comes. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Lifetime numbers against Steven Matz. He's 1 for 3. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. O'Brien, a previous member of the Diamondbacks organization. He was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full. Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's having a really nice season, hitting over 300 coming into this one. We all know that that's the magic number. When you hit over 300 for a season, you've got plenty to be proud of. Now we'll see if he can keep it up over the rest of the year.
The 1-0 home. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Cooper, the runner at third. Alfaro on second. Osuna is over at first with one away. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him. And watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. So stepping in, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that's in there for strike 1. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, I hope these guys were listening today during the hitters meeting, because they have not been swinging the bats well. They only scored 1 run in the loss yesterday, and somewhere along the line, this offense has to execute at a higher level if this team's going to compete.
With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup is an interesting case study. Because if you're not a big believer in batting average, this team, they're in the bottom third of batting average, so they have to do it a little bit differently. They have to move traffic and drive the baseball out of the ballpark and into the gaps. We've seen that be successful before. Let's see if it happens again today.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third, the catcher.
First delivery to him on the way. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealing in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Alonso swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was taken in the second round back in the 2016. Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Digging in now, Yangervis Solarte, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday.
Yangervis Solarte.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
3-1 to the Marlins middle infielder.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. it just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Jose Urena. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Jose Urena.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In the dirt here. Ready with the 0-1. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. Throw on to first by Cano, and there's the first out of the inning.
The center fielder.
Runner in scoring position at second with one away. And up next, the Miami area native Lewis Brinson. First pitch on its way. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. McNeil will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Now at the plate, Garrett Cooper. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set and the pitch. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Now batting.
This game is unbelievable sometimes, Dan. There's a bullet knock right there. You're expecting an RBI. He almost hit it too good. He can't even score.
Boy, too good is it, Mark. This is one right here. It just kind of gets out to the outfield. It's so quick that the runner not able to score from second base.
2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. The set and the 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
3-0 to him now. He's set. The 3-0 offering. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this is foul. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Now batting. The left fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Osuna. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Comes set and the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Cooper over at second. Alfaro at first. 2 out in the inning. Pitch is popped up. Alonso in foul ground, and that retires the. In now, Michael Conforto. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Batting 6.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he popped him up. But this will land untouched.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
1 out, nobody on. To short. throw to first, and Cano's a ground out victim. 2 gone.
Batting 7th, the third baseman.
Here's Todd Frazier now, head to head with Jose Urena. He's only 1 for 10. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Batting 8th.
Here's Juan Lagares. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Liner towards second, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Number 1. Good job.
Boy, D, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Hit hard to the right. Foul. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Jeff McNeil would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. He's set. The payoff pitch. Skied into straightaway right. O'Brien is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Mets leave them loaded. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, Heidi, thank you. And that'll bring up Peter O'Brien. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Lagares on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Marlins.
Stepping into the box, Derek Dietrich. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
1-1 the count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. Now a sinker this time, but this ball stays outside as he loses him here. It's ball 4. So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. And there's a base hit on the line.
I guarantee you at release point, he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
Into the box now, Yonhervis Solarte, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Dietrich at second, Anderson at first, one gone. Ball one, well below the zone. One and two now.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
The pitcher,
now at the plate, Jose Arena. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball one.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins can't cash. Now at the plate, Jeff McNeil as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 ball and 1 strike to the leadoff man here in the home third. Now a hard liner, but foul. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 gets him looking up around the letters. Settling in now, Wilson Ramos. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into center field, line drive, base hit. Digging in, Peter Alonso. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 0-1 the count. Comes set with the 0-1. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Peter Alonso becomes the second out in the bottom of the third. And a rather interesting decision here is they'll put him on and move the runner into scoring position now.
Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. An intentional walk is one thing, but an intentional walk with a man on first is another. Strange strategy. I don't quite get it.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. But this will land untouched. Ramos on second. Conforto on at first with 2 down. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. 2 left for the Mets. They trail things here 2-0. Stepping up to the plate, Lewis Brinson as we begin the top of the 4th.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
No balls and a strike to count. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Ready now, Garrett Cooper. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as the Marlins have taken a 3-0 lead.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits already. These pitchers might want to duck and cover if things continue this way.
Now batting.
In now, Jorge Alfaro. As he'll come up empty that time on a sinker, it's strike one. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Late that time for a strike. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. Slider laid off for a ball.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
This is on the ground over to first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Hey now. But the Marlins tack on. Leading off the inning, Todd Frazier, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
The center fielder.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover. Here's Juan Lagares, and he gets ahead 0-1.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking his zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
And he takes ball one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 11 home runs and 29 driven in. Line toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, the shortstop, Ahmed.
And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. On a line to shortstop. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to. Drew Gagnon is on now out of the bullpen as he'll make his 70th appearance so far this year. Digging in once again, Peter O'Brien. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. The windup and the 0-1. And it's 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. 2-2. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now. Derek Dietrich will be next. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. Now striding into the box, Derek Dietrich. First delivery to him on the way. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. O'Brien aboard here at first with nobody out. Frazier trying to get there. Fouled away. Yanked on the ground down the line. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And this will work as a sacrifice as they get the out at first, but the runner moves into scoring position at second base.
Up next for the Marlins.
Digging in, Brian Anderson. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. And it's gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Marlins have opened this up now. It's 5-0. Stepping in now, Gilherme Solarte.
The shortstop.
Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Called strike 0-2.
Out 0-2.
Five runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Oh, and he's going to get rung up on a curveball, and that looked like a questionable strike at best. 2 away.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and in to hit next the pitcher Jose Urena. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Urena is a sub-100 hitter, but that's not all that uncommon for pitchers, of course.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. But 2 in the inning for the Marlins thanks to the 2-run home run. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He leads off from the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm.
Number 20.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone. A home run. Into the box, Michael Conforto.
The right fielder, number 30.
To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home run.
Now batting, second baseman.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Here's Robbie Cano now. Strike one to start the at-bat. No hits to this point. Cano waiting on the 0-1. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. Standing in, Todd Frazier. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard. But this will be a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. 3 runs already home here. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2. Ball 2.
Now for 4 innings, he was great. But here in the 5th, he looks like a completely different guy out there. That happens a lot when a pitcher is facing batters for the 2nd or 3rd time in a game.
And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Now batting.
Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. 2 balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not tacking the strike zone anymore.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2. Cano leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Lofted in the air out toward right center. O'Brien is there and he has it for the out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Carlos Gomez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
He's hitting for the Mets.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Marlins. Paul Sewald takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. 2 balls, no strikes to the Miami center fielder. The 2-0 on the way. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Pulls this one in the air out to left. McNeil is under it. 1 away.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Garrett Cooper. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. Seawald, a Nevada native. He was taken in the 10th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Now batting, the catcher.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jorge Alfaro. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Hit the other way out toward right field, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this. Riding in once again, Ahmed Rosario. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. The 1-1. Grounded to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Now batting, number 6.
Striding in, Jeff McNeil. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Right there for strike 1. Lifted into center field. Brinson is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Stepping into the box, Wilson Ramos. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Jerry Familia is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 27, Jerry.
Next will be Jose Osuna. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. Kim is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. Fastball in there for a called strike. He'll enter play here at 3:04. 4 home runs, 39 driven in. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. And it's 1-2. And that misses 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, number 45.
Stepping up now, Peter O'Brien. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, and it's 0-1. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. Two and one. Hit on the ground to third. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
So striding in, Derek Dietrich. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Let's start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. The 1-0 home misses for the second ball.
Ball 2.
Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. Left side, but well foul. 2 out, nobody on. Back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Hey, this is another one of those cases, D-Roll, of not how many, but how many can you score? Lots of traffic.
100%, Dan. It's not about batting average in this league anymore. It's about OPS. It's about driving runs in at the end of the day, and they got to find a way. And they're doing that right now. They got the lead.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Lifetime against Familia. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Just missing here, 2-0. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that Kim will stay in the ball game now and take over in left field.
This game for the Marlins.
And next to be the Mets cleanup hitter, Peter Alonso. And he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
On to first, and that is a big out to lead off the home 7th.
The right fielder,
Digging in and
30.
looking for more, Michael Conforto. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll leave here with 1 out in the 7th, as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Ryan
Low for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A bouncer to the left side. Anderson over to his left. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The batter number 24.
Into the box now, Robinson Cano. Last time through was a base hit. Anderson moving to his right. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Mets go down 1, 2, 3. They're still down 5. Justin Wilson has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Leading off for the Marlins.
Stepping in, Yonhervis Solarte. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Outside.
And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And the 2-1. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Line drive to center field, and there's a base hit, so a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
Andy Wilkins will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Andy Wilkins.
There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 4 home runs and 11 RBIs. Up top, it's 2-0. Three and 0 now. And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
The center fielder, number 9.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Lewis Brinson from the stretch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. So far on the year, Brinson brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
The 1-1 home. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Working for the punch out and the offering. Just hung in there on that one. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And he lays off there, ball 4, so back-to-back walks have him in business here with
now
nobody out.
The first baseman, Garrett.
Into the box now, Garrett Cooper. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. 0-1 the count.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
The 0-1 delivery. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Back up the middle and through into center field. A base hit. 1 run is scored. The run scores from second. It's a 7-3 ball game.
Yeah, nowadays the number crunchers would call that a high leverage at bat. Not exactly sure what that means, but what I do know is they just doubled their lead, so he clutched up big time right there.
Luis Avilan will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year. Jorge Alfaro will be his first test down to the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as they face him with 2 on and nobody out here. No balls and 1 strike. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 16 for him on the year, as this is now a 7-run ball game. We're watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these two teams have now hit a combined 5 homers in this game.
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
McNeil is there. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Peter O'Brien. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Starts him with a breaking ball this time. Misses down and in for a ball. 1-0. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 pitch. Misses. Ball 2.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Hard liner to center field. Lagares is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Derek Dietrich. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. Ripped on the ground to first. Alonso takes it in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Ryan Stanek is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 55, Ryan.
So digging in now, Todd Frazier.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Todd Frazier is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
After 2 breaking pitches, a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
That ball went out.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4. Aaron Altair will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. The numbers offensively pretty dismal to this point, down in the 170s to start play. 1 home run and 8 runs batted in. Count is 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Misses. Ball 2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Standing in now, Ahmed Rosario, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Weighing inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Brinson is under it, and he makes the catch for out number. Edwin Diaz enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
and win.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And he fouls this one off. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. At the plate, Herbert Solarte, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Strike one to start the at-bat. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Popped him up. Rosario backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Number 63 will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 63.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. And oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time is swung on and missed. He got him. Drew Steckenrider, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound.
Number 71. Drew.
And he'll go after the first offering here, although this looked to be well below the knees. It's strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
2-2 to the Mets catcher.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught out of their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Wilson Ramos is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. Swung on and missed for the first strike. 1 out, nobody on. Strike 2. Steckenrider has over 40 innings on his line so far, and during that time he's worked to a sub-1 whip, less than 1 base runner allowed per inning. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder,
standing in, Michael Conforto. It comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. The catch is made, and the Marlins have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get 1 of the next 2, the series is theirs.
10-4 the final in this game. The Miami Marlins jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jose Arena earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Steven Matz was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss.